Hello everyone and welcome back to some Wario Land Shake with every single coin. This is part 11, so let's go. In the last episode we took down Lowdown Depths. In this episode we're going to be taking down the Neon City. Now, while the last few levels have been extremely difficult or tedious, this level has actually been pretty easy. It doesn't have any real major tricks that make it annoying. I mean, yeah, there are some gimmicks in this level, such as slot machines, invisible platforms, and geysers that you have to wait for the right moment, but none of it really feels unfair or annoying, unlike stuff in Gurgle Gulch or anything in the other levels. There are some places where if you mess up, that's it. You can't recover. But it's not that big of a deal and they're pretty easy to deal with. And I'll be discussing those when I get to them. Here I go ahead and bounce off of a pitchfork in order to grab a giant coin bag. And now we can proceed with the level. We have some bombs, we have to make it through this door. And there is one other thing that I should bring up, but that's a little bit later in the Recover Murphle section. We get here where we go ahead and get a bouncy ball, where if you throw it at the ceiling right, and you have to throw it at that sort of gold shimmer, then you can go ahead and hit the switch and then you can get some ice, or get sort of the snow power up. And then you're able to go ahead and use the slope, and you're able to make your way up into this treasure chest. Next we have these geysers, where if you dash immediately after coming out of the loading zone, you can actually make it on top of the second geyser pretty quickly. That Boom Dinero, the cannon enemy, is really annoying, and he will shoot you pretty much anytime you come out of the loading zone from the top. I ground pound here, so thankfully it didn't hit me, although if you don't, it can. Next we go ahead and wait for these bandoneros or floating bandoneros in order to get down. This is because that room isn't completed yet. We still have a treasure chest in it. But because the treasure chest is so low, we have to bounce off these floating bandoneros while they're a little bit lower. And this allows us to go ahead and get spy fruit. And with that, now we can go ahead and grab the golden enemy, which is a golden bandonero. He gives us 5,000 coins, and now we're up to 20,060 coins. Here we need to go grab a bomb in order to open up a little passageway. And now we're going to need the fire power up. But first we need to grab the secret map here. And plus we get a coin bag. But next we need to grab that diamond. That's why we're going to go ahead and get the fire power up. I ended up spawning some of these bumble prods, so I had to go ahead and try a few times. My luck with these slot machines isn't really that good. So yeah, I had to do it a few times. And there we go. Now I accidentally did it the wrong way, so it's actually pretty good that I got hit by the enemy. This allows me to try again and actually make it up here. Go ahead and collect the diamond. And now we have to go ahead and break this iron block, because we're going to need to bring the snow power up with us. Just for fun, I decided to blow it up in a different way by actually ground pounding on it. And now I collect the snow power up. And now we have this section where we actually do need the snow power up, because if you come over here, you can see that there's a block that you have to have it for. This is one of the sections where if you don't have the snow power up, you just get annoyed and then you have to do it again. But this gives us it gives us the third treasure. And now we make our way over here, where we have to go ahead and get a coin bag and proceed. We go ahead and hit the switch. And there we go. Now we're on the we are on the last screen of this level. Well, after I check for coins again. This screen really doesn't have anything special, just more geysers. But now I should probably bring up the infinite coin source. Now, while running back, you'll actually encounter a pipe that'll take you to a secret room that only features one thing: a slot machine. This slot machine has coins in it. I think it's actually the only one in the game. Or, actually no, there were some in Glitzville. But because it has infinite coins, for the purposes of this challenge, I'm not going to be counting it. Although, just for fun, we're going to be getting a bunch of coins from it. Just for fun. And now we hit the checkpoint, and now we're able to move on. This sort of escape section, I really don't feel like is that hard. It does have its challenge, but it's nothing terrible. I'll explain what I'm doing. First, I come over here to get the max fastosity dasherator. Then, about midway, I jump across the fountains, get over here, do some pivot jumps in order to hit the switches. Here, it's pretty normal. Just turn around at the right times. There isn't really much to say about this section. Just don't get hit by the Brumble pods, I guess. But not even they are that much of a hazard. And now we get to the slot machine. And I was lucky enough to get coins on the first time. Now, if the slot machine stopped, I would say, well then yeah, it's required. because then you would only have a limited amount of coins. But instead, the slot machine keeps going. And even though I have good luck on this attempt, that doesn't mean it can't run out. But I was able to get it again. And this is actually pretty lucky for me. I end up getting another Brumble Pod before getting coins again. And after 6 coins, I'm running out of time, so now I go ahead and head back through the pipe, and I head back to the beginning. After that, with 111,730 coins, we have beaten Neon City. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good Mother's Day, and goodbye.